sitting right in front of the Flatiron district, and right behind me is the Empire State Building. I am on 23rd Street, which is one of my favorite spots to hang out in the summertime. I'm gonna take you to my favorite spot to take photos over here. Flatiron district, typically it's always under construction, you know, case in point right now, and also it's typically very busy, so I don't really like to take pictures from this angle unless you come really early in the morning. Typically I would have my client stand right in front of here, and then so that way we have the view. But really the best spot for me is right across the street by the train track. So why don't we go ahead and head over the train track, and let me show you my favorite spot to shoot over here. Let's go. So right over here, this is where I would typically have my client, you know, like stand right here, because everything is going to be blurry in the background, but you still get a view of the Empire. If I flip you over right here, this is the view that you get. But let me take you around the Empire State Building. As you can see, it's always under construction, so it's not a pretty view right now, and typically I don't really like to take pictures from this angle anyways. But my favorite spot that I typically take my client is right here. There is something about this train station. Every time I have a client who wants to take a picture like right in front of the train station, this is the one that I come to. It's 23rd and Broadway. This one I get the best photos. I don't know what it is about this side. It's just, you just have like such a fantastic view in the background. It's pretty awesome. Like, it doesn't matter from like whatever angle you take it, if it's from here like straight on, them coming out, and them like on the side and things, kind of like here. Like, look at the view that you get from here. So this is the angle that I like of the Flatiron building, not necessarily straight. I know most people typically do it right in front of it, but I usually have my client come over here, and then this is the view that I take. And then my other favorite side is the side right here that I typically always take my client if I want to take kind of like a cool background. And if I flip you over, this is the view that you get. So you get a really like city-like, street-like space to take pictures. And what I love about over here, you have both kind of like city and also greenery. So if my client, you know, typically they always have more outfits, so I would just do like in front of the green in front of here. And then you have Italy across the street in the morning. If you're shooting early in the morning where it's really cold, you can go and have like a coffee to kind of like warm you up. Absolutely love it. But this is typically where I come, and it's usually crazy because once you get the light, I'm always kind of like running after my client, like run. This is the angle that I love best. Like, over here just give you the coolest angle like this over here. I absolutely love it. And then now let me take you through the park on the other side to actually show you my favorite and secret spot. Not a lot of people know about it, but it's pretty awesome. And then also you have cool architecture. I love everywhere there's like cool architecture, which is why I love kind of like the park over here. And then sometimes I take pictures in here also with my clients sitting and everything. And then I've taken pictures by that little fountain over there, and then you can still see like a view of the Empire State Building through the trees. But let's go on the other side so you can see my favorite building. Probably my favorite building in the city actually to take pictures. It's actually by the courthouse. We have arrived at my favorite building in the city to take pictures in front of. Is on East 25th Street and Madison Avenue, and this is it over here. This is the Appellate Court, and as you can see, it's quiet, majestic. I wanted to take you the view from across the street. Typically I just do on the side, which I'm about to take you right now, but also sometimes I have my clients stand right here, and then so that way you have the building in the background, and then that looks super cool as well. And then also you have the Sony building, so if you're kind of like tired of this side, or you've taken too many pictures on this side, you can also try the Sony side. The Sony side kind of like go all around. It takes like the entire block, so you can do that as well. But this is my favorite building. It's the Appellate, I don't even know how to say it, court. And I absolutely love this building. It's super cool. Love it. So let's say I was to take a picture of my client in front of here. So this is what it will look like. Obviously it will be a lot closer, but let me give you a little. So isn't that cool if my client is me standing right here? My favorite spot to sit to take pictures. I typically sit on this side or this side also, but my favorite is by the steps, which I'm about to take you because you're about to see the architecture. It's just breathtaking, beautiful. And I don't think there's any other building in this city that have this kind of like beautiful architecture where it's like so clean, where it's not like always crowded. That's another thing. Over here, typically the only other place that I can think of is probably the Met, but the Met doesn't have this column like this one does. But the architecture is kind of like similar, but at the same time, you know, the Met is crazy, always busy, packed, and you have such like a hard time trying to like take photos in front of there unless you go like super early. So this area, it's a little secret spot, so do not come here all the time. Well, I'm not gonna be here anymore, but this is where I used to come every day after work, take pictures again, because this is on 25th, I used to live on 20th. So after work I'll just go home, pack my outfits, and then Deb will just like meet me here and then we'll take photos. Love it. And also when I am kind of like tired of this spot, we usually take kind of like this angle, like we stand over the white lines and then you have the Sony building kind of like in the background. As you can see, architecture is pretty cool. So here it is. This is the majestic building, the most beautiful steps and architecture that I've ever seen. I absolutely love it. It says every law not based on wisdom is a menace to the state. Honestly, that is so true. With everything that's going on in the country right now, this is really true. But yeah, this is my favorite thing. This is typically the angle that I like. Right over here, I usually stand right here or on the steps. I take it, or right in front of the step. I absolutely love the columns. Oh, it's just majestic. It's so beautiful. So this is kind of like the best spot to, you know, come take your photos. If you love like neutral background, beautiful architecture, I would say this is probably kind of like the spot for you. Even easier than the Upper East Side, to be quite honest, because a lot of the places that I used to take pictures on the Upper East Side are like so crowded these days. It's so hard. So now everything is kind of like, you know, out, so it's kind of like perfect for photos. Now you can actually take pictures right in front of it, because it used to have scaffolding on that entire side over there, which made it such a pain in the neck. But now, wow, this is the first time that I've actually taken a look from like far away like this. This looks amazing. Yeah, it's just beautiful. Again, this is the Appellate Court. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But as you can see, look at the sun in here. It's just so beautiful. So now let me take you to my next favorite spot. I've already shown you the Sony building. It has beautiful architecture on both sides, like over here, so you can have your client come closer by the doors over there. On the other side, the doors are like darker. It looks super cool. But this is typically the spot that I come to because the column is so beautiful. But let me show you the other side. Deb and I would typically just go in here to kind of like change. I know right in the street there's usually cameras, but hey, we don't care. Everything is on the internet, right? So I'll take pictures on this side as well. As you can see, the columns are still there, but this side doesn't have the same effect as the other side. And then sometimes if you want something that's a little bit more white, we come over here as well. And then sometimes we change right in, you know, inside of here. So it's super cool. I love it here. This is my favorite spot, honestly, I would say, in the city. This is not a favorite building of mine to take pictures in front of. It's on 26th Street and Madison. Again, if I want a background to be a little bit darker, so I would come here. I can come here also. This is the New York Life Insurance Company. This is really beautiful. I just love those kind of like fire things, whatever you call them again. But I really like the building because it's a little bit more kind of like yellow. It looks a little bit more dirty. Like if you're wearing something that's kind of like white, it will pop off like really nicely. So this is another building right around the corner to take pictures of. As you can see, this is Madison Square Park over there. But again, the possibilities are endless over here in terms of pictures. You won't even have to go far, honestly. Like you could literally just like shoot 10 outfits like right in the same corner, and then none of it will look the same. As you can see, again, I've taken pictures right by the door over here, right over here at this angle. I like it. And then I also love like across the street. Let me show you a little bit. Look at this. You have your client stand on those lines over here, and then you have completely neutral background in the back. It just gives you like that grand kind of like architecture. It looks super cool. Sometimes I mean, I feel like the side doesn't even look like, it doesn't even feel like I'm in the city or anything like that. I just love it. I just feel like I'm somewhere else, which is why I absolutely love it over here. Guys, in this series I will also be showing you some of my favorite spots to eat. So I don't know if I should do it based on cuisine. I don't think I should do it based on cuisines. I think I don't know, I just compile it all together. So let's start with one of my favorite is Bonjour. I think it's Mediterranean and I absolutely love everything in there. So whenever I used to have like a lovely date or like brunch or anything like that, this is the place that I usually come. Yeah, I'm gonna show you around actually when the whole, you know, like pandemic started and then they started having kind of like seats outside. It just, them putting all the tables outside and decorating it beautifully just like looks so amazing. It just literally feel like you're on vacation, which is one thing that I hope that they keep forever. It's sitting outside. It's like I don't ever want to go back to like, you know, kind of like sitting inside in the summertime. I know people, you know, talk about sweating. It's so funny. Typically I usually hate sweating going to the beach, but when it comes to like summertime, absolutely love like sitting outside and just like breathing in that hot air and just like kind of like seeing everything. So this is it. As you can see, you have the French chairs outside, and it's actually a great spot to also take photos. So if my clients are like, you know, kind of like shooting like a liquor campaign, I typically take them here. I've shot some liquor campaign at this table like right over here with Harrison, and also on the tables over there. But it's absolutely beautiful, as you can see over here. And then I've also kind of like taken photos on this side. As you can see, it literally feels like you're in kind of like Europe somewhere. I love it with all the tables outside. I've done many brunches here, many dinner dates like sitting outside over here. It's beautiful over here. I've also taken pictures of kind of like this angle. I think it's more like the other angle, like we're over there and then we do it that way, or we over here and then we do it right here. So you have this angle over here, which is like so beautiful. Again, it doesn't really feel like you're in the city with all the tables sitting outside. If I had time to eat, I would actually just have a seat right now and just have some dinner by myself. But because I'm doing this series for you guys, I don't have time because my event is very soon. And I'm going to be showing you across the street from Bonjour, which is such a beautiful angle to take pictures. Look at this over here. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Like if you have your clients standing right here and then you take them and then you have this in the background, and especially with all the cabs kind of like driving, it just looks so beautiful, so surreal. And then you have L'Express over here restaurant, this little French restaurant. It's really cute, somewhere to take pictures when there isn't like, you know, scaffolding kind of like hiding it. It was like so beautiful. I've taken some pictures here also for a campaign. But Bonjour is my favorite. I absolutely love this angle over here. Love taking photos there. So now let's go to Gramercy Park, which is one of my favorite again. Let's go. Hello guys, welcome to my other favorite location, which is in Gramercy Park. Again, I used to live right, you know, around the corner from Gramercy Park. So 2 avenues, is it 2? 3 avenues down on 20th. So I used to come here a lot to take photos because it's so easy, and then also it's so beautiful. Again, Gramercy Park is probably the most expensive neighborhood in New York City. They have their own park, which like the residents over here, they have the key to go to the park and things like that. It's one of my favorite places to shoot because again, it's so beautiful. We have the Gramercy Park Hotel right over there. Like if you want like a neutral building and then also you have greenery over here, which is typically what I come for. Those beautiful not gilded around here that just look amazing. Like, these always reminds me of London for some reason, so I absolutely love taking photos here. And of course, look at the neighborhood. I don't know, these houses remind me of New Orleans, but then again, I've never been to New Orleans. I don't know where I got that conclusion, but that's what it reminds me of. And this is like a favorite corner. I'm gonna show you my favorite corner in a sec, but before I do, this is another corner that I love to like take photos, right over here, kind of like standing right next to the garbage can. Well, not necessarily, the garbage can won't be in there, but I'm just printing over there, and then you have the kind of like building right behind you as a background. It's just beautiful. And then of course right here, if you want to create some beautiful bokeh where the background looks like super blurry with all the trees, like this is like a great spot to kind of like take your photos. And we've got this is Lexington Avenue and 21st, which is where the Gramercy Park Hotel is. I love going there as well. Too bad it's under construction right now, but they have this thing, what is it called again, where when you take pictures in front of here, it's just beautiful. The marquees, they have this marquee thing, like you can take pictures right in front of it. It just looks so beautiful. I will insert some pictures that I've taken over here. And then also another cool area is here, having your client stand right here, and then you have this kind of like beautiful intersection. Like if I flip you over, look how beautiful that is. Isn't that pretty? And then you can also do like right in the middle of the street. It's just absolutely stunning as well. Again, I'll be inserting pictures. Another thing is to kind of like take pictures right in front of the gate over here, kind of like standing over here, and then you have this beautiful gate to take photos. And then of course the marquee over there, but it's under construction now, so I don't know what's happening over there. But over here, beautiful. As you can see, this is inside. You have some families inside, and again, all along over here, it's just absolutely stunning for photos. Now, my favorite little corner. Not a lot of people know about this corner, so I can't wait to show you. This is another favorite kind of like angle of mine to take pictures, like you standing right here, then you have this kind of like beautiful background like in your photos. It's Gramercy Park and Gramercy Park, but wait till you see it. We are approaching the most favorite or famous, or not really famous, not a lot of people I feel like know about this, but this is my favorite little secret area to take pictures in Gramercy Park. Is this over here. I don't even know what kind of building it is. I don't know who lives here, but as you can see, it's just absolutely stunning. You have, I don't know, is that Louis VIII over here? No, I'm just joking, but yeah, absolutely love it. The red carpet wasn't there last year. I don't know when they added it, but this building is absolutely stunning. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this architecture that nobody really knows about this. So this is intersection of between 21st and 20th, and then this is Gramercy Park Avenue, and then you have all the lamp posts over here. We have all the lamp posts. I love taking pictures on this side as well. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And then look at this. It's just absolutely stunning. Love it. So this is my little secret spot that I feel like not a lot of people know about, but if you want to take some amazing photos that when people is going to be asking you like, where is this is the spot. And then this is another favorite building of mine. I feel like you can have your client even kind of like try to sit. I mean, I'm crazy, so I would have my client attempt something crazy like that. I think this is a church actually, but you can have your client take pictures right over here if you want to. Again, they have a lot of security over here because obviously it's a rich neighborhood, you know, you gotta need security. This is another cool corner of Gramercy Park, is on Irving Street and 20th. But then again, when you come to take pictures in Gramercy Park, like the Black Barricade or like that building over there or the Gramercy Park Hotel is kind of like where you actually want to take your pictures. So there's typically no reason to even do like a corner like this because it's very basic. This is what I'm talking about. It's quite basic. It just looks very kind of like normal and regular. So I don't think I've ever taken a picture here because there's no need to, because when you have all this kind of like beauty on the side, there's absolutely no reason to even bother. So that's about it in terms of my favorite spot to take pictures in Gramercy Park. Again, in that little corner along You can take so many outfit photos. Sometimes both me and Manoy and I, we can take like 4 outfits each. Here I take so many photos over here because I love it. Again, it was super convenient because it's so close by. I absolutely love it.